Welcome back to the Masculinity Mindset Show, you guys. Today we're going to talk about a topic that most men avoid until it's too late. Mental health. Now, we're not going to talk about any type of mental health strategy per se. No, this is Adam Skota here. This is not from the soft angle. We're going to be talking about staying sharp, staying dangerous, staying alpha, staying disciplined without bottling up the silent struggle. All right, you guys, this podcast today is dedicated to an article that I wrote called Masculinity and Mental Health on BrainZ magazine. Let's start, you guys. You are listening to the Masculine Mindset Show, a podcast for men to develop a backbone, a masculine purpose, if you will, and get more physically attractive, and even become more mentally healthy. All you men listening, I turn nice introverts into fit, self-entitled savages, if you will. And you might even become a little cocky as a result of your G status. More importantly, you guys, I also show you how to flirt and date more women and seal the deal. Just look at the show notes. They are all on my blog articles. Let's get into the content. The silent struggle. All right, brothers. Have you ever noticed how a lot of men just kind of go quiet when they're hurting? We disappear behind the grind, behind the, quote unquote, I'm good, bro type thing. We bottle that up. We start thinking that silence equals strength. But here's the truth, you guys. Silence isn't strength when it's slowly isolating you into loneliness. Okay, so listen. Every man fights battles nobody can fucking possibly know, okay? I lost a friend, you guys. Check out my podcast called Men Are Meant to Train Like Soldiers, and you'll hear about it. We have the pressure to perform, pressure to protect, pressure to never let the mask crack. We were raised to believe that emotions make you weak. We were trained to suppress emotions, you guys. Little do you know that this actually emotionally emasculates men, okay? Most men are emotionally emasculated. I'm going to touch upon this a little later, okay? Point is this, you guys. This is where the poison starts, okay? What you bury doesn't die, all right? It just builds up into something massive, okay? It leaks out in your temper, your sleep, your workouts, your relationships, okay? This is why the silent struggle is fucking real, okay? It's no joke, guys. Listen to me. You can have money, you can have abs, you can even have status, you can have all the fucking cars you want, but you can still feel like something inside is not really fulfilled, okay? Because that's just the ego. The ego's never fucking satisfied. So, guys, listen to me, you guys. It's not because you're broken, okay? It's because you've been carrying too much weight alone for way too long. Guys, listen to me. I lost a friend named Joseph Patrick Liverman. I do believe that him and I have been communicating from the other side. It's a long story. I'll talk about that on a different podcast. But anyways, that man right there, seriously, props to him, man. But I actually recently found out that his death was not suicide. I'll talk about that again on a different podcast. But the point is this, you guys, real masculinity isn't about pretending you're bulletproof, okay? Especially, that man, guys, Joe Liverman, he was extremely humble, extremely. And that's something that I struggle with here and there. Tension is this, you guys. It's about owning your internal war and learning how to weaponize it, okay? Pain isn't your enemy. It's your data. It tells you what still needs leadership inside of yourself, okay? Let's go. All right, you guys. We were emotionally emasculated, all of us. Now, I'm going to talk about that here in a second, but here's the thing. Part 2 here is the old script of masculinity and its hidden cost. The script we were handed as men is outdated. It was written in a world where emotional shutdown was survival. Don't talk, don't feel, don't flinch, just grind. But you guys, that just leads to burnout. Okay, since when is that alright to do, okay? That also trains a lot of men out there to just kind of stay in the dark and not speak up for anything. Guys, listen to me. If you hear any of my podcasts, you hear how much I fucking speak up. Actually, check out my podcast called 10 Reasons Why Women Are Attracted to Polarizing Assholes, and you'll hear, like, That was the very first story that I came out with, where I actually drove this girl home because she really pushed me to fucking just kick her out of my car. But anyways, the tension is this, you guys, when you put up with disrespect like that and you don't even express like anything, you just bottle that up and you tolerate disrespect, that's going to make you explode. And in that podcast, you'll hear me come unglued a little bit. But here's the thing, you guys, I learned the hard way, you don't do that. So again, guys, listen to me. I went through some toxic relationships, but here's the point, you guys. We were trained as men to like basically not bottle anything up, okay? We were trained to bottle up our emotions, okay? That, again, is emotionally emasculated, okay? So here's the point, you guys. Vulnerability isn't weakness if you know how to leverage it properly. So stay with me. Check out my podcast called How to Demonstrate Vulnerability with Hannah Spanky, all right? Anyhow, tension is this, you guys. The tension is this. I'm going to briefly touch upon emotional masculinity, okay? What I'm going to say to you here is this is basically emotional contagion, okay? Emotional contagion is emotional masculinity, okay? Now, what does that mean though, Adam? What does that mean? Does that mean vulnerability is weakness? No, it doesn't, you guys. Here's what vulnerability is the wrong way, is when you puke on her fucking shoulders that your life sucks, okay? It's like, come on, guys. Like, you don't tell girls that I can't stand all this. This is too hard. I just want to like curl up in a little fetal position so that you can feel sorry for me. Like, do you see what I mean, you guys? Like, it's like, come on, don't do that shit. Again, whining is not vulnerability, okay? Whining is just you being a pussy. Now, listen to me, you guys. The point is this. There I go again, being a fucking smartass, all right? But the tangent is this, you guys. You have been shamed by society for having emotions, okay? And that encourages fucking passive aggressiveness, all right? This right here is why I talk about the silent struggle first, okay? And then part 2 here, the old script, okay? Again, don't feel, don't talk, don't flinch. Just grind, keep going. But little do you know, you guys, that actually makes you suffer in silence, okay? So we inherited that armor thinking it would protect us. But you guys, listen to me. Self-protection, yeah, I get it. A lot of people do that. Not just men, but women do that too, okay? Women self-protect a lot. Believe me, I've been through this with girls that like to kind of shut down their emotions too. Let's be real. Most people try to do that in the dating game. But anyways, what is the cost, you guys? What is the cost? Your focus slips, your drive dulls, your relationships flatline. You start chasing more work, more weight, more women, because you're trying to fill that void that you have inside your own fucking psyche. That's not even healthy, you guys. So stay with me. That's the hidden cost, you guys. The hidden cost of the old model of masculinity. It doesn't kill you instantly. It drains you slowly, okay? That's even worse than like, look, you guys, here's the thing. It doesn't turn purpose into anything remotely positive. It turns purpose into pressure. It turns composure into suppression. And that's worse because it convinces you that it's normal, okay? Every man listening to my podcast, I talk about masculine power sometimes, but masculine power is you owning your vulnerabilities and not letting yourself basically let it ruin your damn state of mind where you're whining and you're living in the effect, okay? Live in the cause, not the effect. Let's keep moving forward. Let's get one thing straight right now. Strength and suppression are not the same thing. Okay, so you were trained throughout the years to just hold yourself back. Don't show too much. Even, you hear me on a podcast, I think it was like the dark side of breakups or something like that. How to become, it was like 8 tips to emotional unavailability. But you guys, here's the thing. Even though some girls like that unavailability-ness, if that's even a word, I just made it up, whatever, let's fucking go with it. The tension is this, you guys, that only really applies starting out in relationships, okay? But also breakups too, okay? You can't just attach yourself fully to someone who doesn't even give you that same reciprocation back. But the tension is this, you guys, let's get one thing straight right now. Strength and suppression are not the same thing. The old script, as I said, tells us to shut it down. Stay completely stoic without any single type of emotion. But you guys, listen to me. I'm all about stoicism. In fact, I love that shit. I have a whole section in my book, 77 Ways to Develop a Masculine Mindset, that talks about embracing stoicism. However, you guys, the tangent is this. You can't just like shut down all of your emotions, okay? I should talk about another part to my hardcover book too, that it says do not fight your emotions, okay? Just don't. Because the point here is this: you're a ticking time bomb at that point. And then when you're a ticking time bomb, you're eventually going to lash out and come completely unpeeled. Just there are a few podcasts where I kind of come unpeeled. Check out Why You Such an Asshole. Yeah, I have a full podcast title called that. It's funny title, but I called it that because just a long time ago people were calling me a jerk, but it is what it is, you guys. Let's keep moving forward. The tangent is this, you guys. That's not power, you guys. Okay, so I will admit this to you guys. We all have our moments where we kind of justify ourselves a little bit, right? Justify. But here's the thing, you guys. Power doesn't need to explain itself. So I'll say this right now, you guys. My teaching points on my podcast, okay? I have teaching points behind me getting a little fired up here, okay? I'm going to simply call my anger controlled passion, okay? Controlled passion, all right? So the tangent behind that comment, you guys, is I want to teach you guys a lot of stuff through my own rage sometimes. So you'll hear me throughout my podcast library do that sometimes. But when you learn to master your emotions instead of masking them, you become dangerous in the best way possible. That's the big point. I'll say that one more time. It's so profound, you guys. It is so fucking profound. When you master your emotions instead of masking them, you become dangerous in the best way possible, okay? Real masculinity isn't about pretending you're a statue, okay? Thinking that, oh, you're just this hard, stoic rock all the time. Because, guys, listen to me. Life is going to fucking test you. Are you going to actually crumble, or are you going to embrace that shit? Here's the thing. When life tests you, that tells me I'm alive. I'm fucking alive. I'm here on planet Earth, and I'm learning every day that we all have shit to go through, as I was kind of reflecting on one of my intense episodes. But here's the thing, you guys. The whole point is, in real life, I'm not like that. So you meet me in the real world, I'm not going to actually lash out like that. But the tangent is this, you guys. When you can stay calm in chaos, you can think clearly under fire. You can lead when other men crumble. Strength isn't the absence of feeling, okay? It's control through awareness. Does that make sense? Again, guys, listen to me. Joe Liverman would say this, but he would say self-awareness is everything. That was one of my favorite teachings that he would talk about on his website called masculinedevelopmentblog.com. But anyways, it's about being able to stand up in the storm, okay? It's being able to stand in the storm and not lose your fucking composure, okay? To be both grounded and unpredictable at the same time. That's the balance that women want to feel from you. Because you guys, listen to me. Predictability is an attraction killer. When you're unpredictable, that's hot in the best way possible. But I'll say this to you guys real quick. Not in the way where you're actually about to like lash out. That's not good unpredictability. That's bad unpredictability. But again, you don't lose your edge by getting honest with yourself. So I'm going to tell this right now. You sharpen your edge, okay? You need to get honest with yourself, sharpen your edge, because every single fucking man who hides from his truth eventually dulls in his blade. But the man who faces it integrates it, okay? He faces his shadow, and then he overcomes it. So, let's go. Guys, keep listening. I have more stuff to get to. Mental health practices that keep you sharp. All right, you guys. You know, I really have a really awesome podcast that is a little bit underrated that I suggest all of you to really find in my library. It's called 5 Easy Ways to Train Your State of Mind. So, find that. I talk about more mental health practices. But, anyhow, let's really get to the fucking point here. Mental health isn't about lying on a couch. It's talking about your inner child. It's so funny what like some of these mental health coaches encourage men to do. It's like, I don't really agree with that. But here's the thing. It's about performance. Your ability to stay focused and composed. And lethal under pressure. All right. Now, here's how you actually keep your mind sharp. Listen to me, you guys. Let's start. This is where I get down to the fucking tactics. Okay. I'm gonna first talk about daily rituals of discipline. Okay. Daily rituals of discipline. I'm not gonna always do like a real ritual like that previous podcast, the sovereignty one. If you heard Thursday's episode, that's a good one, you guys. Go check it out. But again, let's get to the fucking content here. Daily rituals of discipline, I mean this, okay? Taking an ice cold shower, waking up early, training hard, lifting weights consistently. Even like brushing your teeth when you wake up in the morning too. Okay, you guys? It's like that simple. Like, you don't have to do actual rituals. But you know what I mean by that. Like lighting the black candle and doing that black candle ritual of sovereignty. But the tangent is this, you guys. Move your body, okay? Breathe deep. Actually, I've been doing something called bioenergetics sometimes before I'll roll on my podcasts. It's where you do the bow and the arc. So you kind of bring your pelvis forward, okay? Bring your pelvis forward. Raise your hands and then you go... Now I know it sounds kind of fucking weird, right? But here's the thing. And actually, I feel really fucking good right now, okay? I feel really fucking good. Now, I learned this through a fucking champion. His name is Elliot Pulse. Look him up. But anyways, try it out. Bioenergetics. I would consider that like a daily ritual, okay? Now, the point is this, you guys. Your body leads, the mind follows. Your routine is everything, okay? So, master your routine, and you'll really get everything down pat in the best way possible. What do I mean by that? Guys, just have a daily routine, okay? Take an ice cold shower, then go to the gym, right? Then even go approach girls after you work out. Because you guys, I don't really like talking to girls in my workout. I just don't. I'll often just be like, hey, you're in my way kind of thing. But anyways, I'll do it after I work out. But anyhow, guys, listen to me. Your emotions stay contained. That's it. Your daily rituals help your emotions stay contained. All right? Breaking your silence without losing your edge. That's what I mean. Okay? That's what I talk about on that article in the show notes. Find it and click on it. But anyhow, next one here is brotherhood and connection. Guys, listen to me. I don't want to spend too much time on this section. Just find my podcast. It's a very early one called Why Brotherhood Can Save Men's Lives with Chisler James. All right? Find it and listen to it. It's a very good podcast. Now, the point behind this section here is the lone wolf energy sounds cool until it actually becomes self-sabotage. Okay? So, this right here, you guys, is why I talk to girls consistently. It's not because, like, I want to continuously do that every day. No. The point is this, is I am out of my head at that point, and I'm in the flow, okay? Because when I get into the flow, I banter and I have fun. Now, let's go. Every strong man has a circle that keeps him honest, okay? So it's not just about girls, too. Let's talk about, like, having friends, okay? Again, find that Brotherhood podcast. Now, men who call you out don't just cheer you on, but they challenge you, okay? Masculine versus masculine, you guys. Listen to me. It's not always about just talking to girls. It's about, like, having that challenge that friends can give you, okay? Men will challenge you in the best way possible. So let's keep moving forward. The next point here is this. Therapy or coaching, okay? Click the show notes. Find my book on Alpha Body Blueprint, because I am not doing that course anymore, okay? Well, I have it still on my website, but it's hidden in my website now. But the tangent is this, you guys, it's closed right now for enrollment. So get the book instead. But anyways, let's really kill the stigma right here. Getting help doesn't just mean something's broken. It means you're optimizing, okay? Top athletes have coaches. Elite CEOs have mentors. Fuck, even Warren Buffett has a mentor, you guys. Charlie Munger, okay? Now, Charlie Munger is Warren Buffett's mentor. The whole point behind this part right here, you guys, is everyone needs to have coaches. If you don't have a coach, how can you even progress to the next level? At that point, you're just going downhill, all right? Now, smart men have therapists or mindset coaches in their corner. That's not desperation. It's honestly just being smart, you guys. Self-investment is self-love. Find that podcast. I believe I had the F-bomb in the title of it. But when you see it that way, listen to me, you guys. Seeking support is not a bad thing. It's strategy because it helps you master your emotions, as I talked about. You're not doing the old script of masculinity, and you're breaking your silence without losing your edge. So you guys, listen to me. This is not about losing a strong frame. It's not about losing your masculine core. It's about taking care of your mental health. You fortify it, okay? You build that emotional armor until it's flexible, all right? Not fragile. Does that make sense? I want to be anti-fragile, you guys. Now, this is a whole different topic, but there's a whole term called fragile masculinity, which I don't really agree with that term. But anyways, you need to fortify it, you guys. Fortify it. You build emotional armor that's flexible, not fragile, okay? You stay lethal, disciplined, and calm. Okay, guys, listen to me. I want you to remember this right now. Every single girl literally reads you like a book. Like in the first glimpse of when she lays your eyes on you. Completely true. But I'll tell you right now, if you want to master your mindset and master your physical limitations, click the link in the show notes now, okay? Because I'll tell you one thing right now. Aside all that girl shit, I'm all about inner work. Get your body right, but more importantly, master your mindset. Click the link in the show notes. 14-day Mindset Muscle Challenge. It's free, you guys. It's fucking free. There's no excuses. Click the link in the show notes. Guys, listen to me. Leave me a 5-star review. I love you. Peace the fuck out.